World Athletics wanted to change the long jump rules. Instead of athletes aiming for a small takeoff board, they planned to introduce a big takeoff zone so fewer jumps would be fouls. Their goal? Reduce fouls, make competitions faster, keep fans more interested. In trials it worked. Fouls dropped from about 33% to 13% and the crowd enjoyed it. So why cancel the plan? Because most long jumpers hated it. 2 times Olympic champion Miltiades Tentoglou called it dog shit. Legend Carl Lewis said it felt like an April Fool's joke. Athletes felt that the narrow board is a key part of the skill. A wide zone removes the challenge of hitting the board precisely. It changes the nature of the event. World Athletics realized they can't push a rule that athletes strongly oppose. As CEO John Ridgen said, you don't want to go to war with your most important group of people. So even though trials look good, the change was scrapped. What happens now? World Athletics will keep the traditional board, but they'll work on other ways to improve the event, like raking the sandpit faster, giving jump results in under 5 seconds using new tech, speeding up the entire event without changing the essence of long jump. In short, World Athletics tried a new idea to fix fouls and improve fan experience. But athletes strongly disagreed because it removed key skills from the sport. So the idea was dropped and the traditional long jump format stays. NNI Sports asked Asian Games medalists Murali Srishankar and Ansi Sojan what they thought about this development.
मतलब victory जैसा feel नहीं है, but in fact like that's a good decision because like when they plan to introduce this takeoff zone system, no, it was not appropriate in the sense that this event is a very technical event. मतलब long jump का खासियत ये है कि it's not like it's an easy event to train, but it's not an easy event to compete in because you need like you can't be like a raw sprinter or a raw jumper. You need to be like very technically sound.
Then we asked him, in your opinion, would removing the board have changed the identity of a long jumper or only the technique?
Obviously change the identity of a long jump because I will say Miltiades Tentoglou is a exceptional long jumper because not just because of the medals he won, because he is like very consistent on the takeoff board. That's skill based. Long jump is skill based event. No, that's the reason why not everyone can be a good long jumper. It's a skill based event and you have to be very precise and accurate on the takeoff board. What makes long jump is the essence of like the run up and the takeoff and the flight phase. So when you're how accurate you are on the board and how perfectly you can get the takeoff define like whether you can win the gold medal or silver medal or like whatever medal or place outside the podium or not. So that's very important and they were taking away the essence and not even one jumper was favoring that. Everybody was against it. I haven't heard even one long jumper speaking in favor of this new rule.
We also asked him, Tentoglou said he would switch to a triple jump if the board was removed. Would you ever consider changing events if the rules fundamentally shifted?
I wouldn't like consider shifting my event. I would try sprint events and all, but I wouldn't consider changing my event. But I would voice out the concern that this is ruining the beauty of the sport. That's for sure. Because it was very concerning and every top jumper or every jumper in every level was like against this rule. And it was in fact like tried in one of the competition in Germany. Like Mihambo jumped in one competition, I believe, in February, March, I think, indoors. And like they say that they have reduced the percentage of fouls and everything, but it was not making sense. Like it wasn't feeling that special, and the jumps were not going that far. Their main goal was to increase the audience excitement levels, spectatorship, viewership, etc., and also reduce the number of foul jumps and everything. But I think, and also to get huge jumps, and that huge jump part was even not happening.
Ansi Sojan said, if this rule had come in, I would have been fine with it. I just don't want to foul. I only want to jump, and that's it.